We are live. Let me adjust the angle because it appeared as if it was a little slanted. Love is so beautiful. Love is so lovely. I pray that you are having an extremely lovely day. I pray that you are surrounded by folks who love you. I pray that your spirit echoes love. I pray that you're practicing self-love. I pray that you love yourself. And I pray that you continue to love who it is that you are. We could go on and on about the beauty and the power of love. But you would be so surprised to know that, believe it or not, a lot of people in the world have not experienced true love. And this is not necessarily discussing love that's derived from others, although love can be derived from others. But it's so important that you love yourself first. When you love yourself, you're happier, you're positive, you're more motivated, your self-esteem is incredible. You cleave to functional rather than dysfunctional relationships. Your relationship with God continues to grow and continues to flourish. So many tangible and intangible benefits to loving yourself. There's always this trite saying, how are you going to, what is it? Love you. It's trite, but you see, it slipped my mind. But if something about if you don't love. I'm not even gonna get into it because it slipped my mind. God must not want it to really be in the broadcast. But the saying might have gone something like, "How are you going to love others if you can't love yourself?" And that is true. Because it should start with the nucleus in the center first. And when I refer to nucleus in the center, I'm just referring to you. But I will say that when you're operating from a spirit of love, that also complements a spirit of forgiveness, a spirit of gratitude, a spirit of cheer. When you love yourself, you understand that the next day is another opportunity to live, to love, and to laugh. You don't have to be so hypercritical of yourself to the point where you're just pondering on the past or you're pondering on your mistakes. Don't do that. Love yourself enough to know that you're not striving for perfection. You're just striving for progression, per se. And also love yourself enough to know that you do deserve to be loved. So rather than focusing on or diverging the conversation and the attention to you seeking outward and loving others, just know that you deserve to receive love. Functional love, not dysfunctional love. And I'm pretty sure that when the love is functional, it's definitely mutually rewarding. Whether it's with a sibling, a grandparent, a cousin, a friend, a significant other, whatever it may be. Forming a sense of companionship with a person that you truly love is quite a valuable blessing. You know, so many people, they may have other sorts of things going for them in their life, but they don't have folks around them that truly love them. That is just a mess. A person may have monetary wealth, monetary status, or fame, or something like that. Well, you know, fame is kind of shallow, but some people revere that. But those same people may not necessarily have true love and true loyalty. There's something missing from the puzzle there. What is life without true love and without true loyalty from the right people? What really is it? In order to live and laugh, you have to be surrounded by people that truly love you rather than people who just dread to see you approaching. That's a pity. That is a pity. Hopefully, if it just so happens that you've encountered someone that's actually a dread to be around, you know, one thing you can do, you can pray for them. Out of love, you can pray for them. You can pray that they are not as miserable, especially if it just so happens that you have to be around them. It might be a situation where you have to be around certain people. But there's also another dimension of love where you can be around a person and you don't necessarily have to wow, there is I think this is a crow. He is so close to me. It's like a crow, I think. Oh no, it's a pigeon, not a crow. Right next to my feet. But if you're around a person that's just miserable and kind of dread being around, you can love them from a distance. The Bible in Psalm 1 reminds us, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. So if somebody is miserable, or you dread being around them, or if their spirit is just ungodly, you don't have to walk in their counsel. And you can love them from a distance. You can love yourself enough to know that you don't necessarily have to be fazed by what they say, fazed by what they do. You can literally put up a shield and an armor of love that will protect you and will blanket you from whatever it is that they spew. Whether they're spewing hate or whether they're spewing some form of toxicity. And we know that as a beacon of love and light, something that I've anchored for you months and days and years with being a beacon of love and light. A beacon of love and light operates out of love and light. And I have to emphasize that because when you're operating out of love and light, hate and darkness doesn't stand a chance. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. It's just the power that beacons of love and light possess. People will ask us, beacons of love and light, how are they so blessed? How do they succeed? How are they able to walk into a room and light up the room with their countenance and with their aura and with their grace? What we do in secret, God rewards us openly. As a beacon of love and light, we pray for others who need it. We walk in the counsel of the godly. We love ourselves enough to know that we deserve the best. We love ourselves to know that we will walk in a peaceful essence and in a peaceful countenance. We do things that truly help society, whether it's advancing God's kingdom and propelling the mission, whether it's helping children with parents in prison and empowering them and crushing the... We're live again. Of course, the live stream cut off because it's too bright out here. But as I was saying, regardless of whatever it is that we're doing as beacons of love and light, it's usually always aligned with doing good. And that is the power of reciprocity. That's the power of loving ourselves enough to know that our purpose should be aligned essentially with doing good, so that we're rewarded here on earth, but also in God's kingdom. We love God enough to know that He's watching. He's looking down from heaven upon the children of men and women to see if there were any that understood and that would seek Him. He's watching, and out of love, we know that. And we just continue to spread light, and we continue to spread love and inspire many, embrace everybody, and embrace humanity with love, 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 and more love.